The D in EDGE stands for Dangerous Man Formula. So what does that actually mean? How does that break down? Well, when we first formulated the EDGE, we were talking a lot about the dark triad characteristics, or indeed the dark tetrad. And this is really an extension of that, but we put it into our own formula and made it into something that's a lot more comprehensive and very learnable for guys, because we understand guys are very process driven. A lot of guys are very logical, particularly who come to this space. So we wanted to make this into something that you can actually learn and apply in your own dating life. But fundamentally, as a part of EDGE, you need to have this capacity for being somewhat dangerous, being a risk taker, even a potential for violence. Not that you would actually be a violent person, but that you can have that capacity. And these things are very important to distill and very important to demonstrate when you're dealing particularly with women out there on the dating scene.
I think the modern man lacks masculinity and lacks that proverbial edge to him. And if you want a very sweet, innocent, feminine, attractive woman, you've got to be the polar opposite of that, which is a decisive, dominant, masculine force.
You need to at least present as that. And actually you need to really ultimately need to be it as well, but you certainly need to present as that. Because, you know, I think it was even in Mystery Method, it was said that ultimate feminine is attracted by ultimate masculine, right? Yes. You need to have that polarity there. And so often we find with students, they're not really bringing that polarity into their interactions, are they? Niceness gets talked about a lot, but they're too wishy-washy, they're too soft. There's not really that sort of polarity there. And it's not surprising when you look at it, why these women are not attracted to these dudes.
100%. A visual epitomization of this would be Daniel Craig's James Bond. He's a dangerous man. He's a good man, but he's got the propensity for violence. He's got the propensity to be a monster, be ruthless. It's bubbling under the surface, right? Jordan Peterson talks about it well when he talks about a mouse not being virtuous, because a mouse is defenseless, right? And I think the modern man often is kind of defenseless, right?
Yes.
He hasn't weaponized his wit, his body, his ability to fight. The way he sees himself is quite kind of a submissive, passive dude. And again, just on an evolutionary level, women are not going to be attracted to that sort of man, because she's feeling on a fundamental level, he can't defend me. He can't stand up for himself. He can't even pass my test. He can't see me as a sexual object, and he definitely can't defend me from a marauding rival tribe. Instilling a bit more of this old school masculinity, I think that's what we mean. It's an attitude to life, and it's a set of beliefs, thoughts, and it's the ability to be ruthless, be dangerous, tactically employ the dark triad, present as a reckless devil-may-care character that can take her on an adventurous emotional journey.
Now, this doesn't come naturally to a lot of guys, particularly in today's society. So what we've done in the EDGE program is we've codified this, and we've made this a very applicable sort of step-by-step process, so you can take on these attributes and start to present as this guy. The women are just going to find more attractive, and that's what it comes down to. You know, is she excited in your presence or not? That's fundamentally it, right? And if you don't have this dangerous man formula down, but equally you don't have the other components of EDGE, she's just not going to see you as that exciting a prospect, and then you're going to get overlooked for some other dude.
I would argue that if you remove all the external trappings which the dating market would suggest define an attractive man, the social status, the money, the looks, but you had this kind of devil-may-care, dangerous man formula attitude to life, you would still get laid like a rock star.
You would, and we've seen that ourselves, haven't we? Particularly in Eastern Europe and Russia or the former Soviet Union countries. You know, you look at the kind of guys there, you look at the women they're with, and it's very, very stark, isn't it? How these guys, they're not necessarily the best looking guys, they're not always necessarily the best dressed guys, may even not have money. Obviously, there's exceptions to all of that, but
it's an attitude to life, it's the way they see themselves, it's the way they interact with women. There's elements of the dark triad linked in there, but also just a lust and adventure for life. I think underpinning all of it is a fearlessness.
Yeah.
Willing to just charge in and potentially die to any situation and be fearless, and that's really this dangerous man formula in a cauldron of undefined definition.
Absolutely, but we codify it, we break it down, and we take you through the process of inhabiting this new alter ego, this new version of yourself.
It's the missing piece of the puzzle, alongside obviously the hormone optimization, the sexual confidence, or the sexual magnetism, and the emotional and social intelligence skill development. This is the fourth piece of the puzzle. It's indispensable. We break it down in the EDGE. We'll see you in that program. So quick one, myself, Les and Troy have produced the linchpin course to take you from nice, innocent boys to highly sexual men with unlimited dating options. The EDGE-3 is coming. And then the EDGE-3 plus Bogota Bootcamp, which is the crazy kind of graduation bootcamp, anything goes bootcamp, night game, day game, grey area dating app game, anything goes in March 2024. It's going to be absolutely amazing. This has been a long time in the pipeline. Myself and Troy have redeveloped the previous EDGE course, and we're combining 25 years worth of experience in the elite men's dating industry to bring you a course which is going to change your lives. We've got some of the world's leading experts for different areas, the linchpin areas, sexual shame, developing sexual confidence. Mr. Bonaparte elite sex coach for men, and we've got Dave Lee, the male hormone optimization side of things, who's bringing in vast amounts of knowledge, and a host of other experts, myself, Les McCoy, coaching you every step of the way in developing the cold approach and the dating process as well. It's going to be incredible. Get in touch, info@jamestusk.com, include your WhatsApp number and the title EDGE3 in the email. We'll see you there.